Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubbies look for the series sweep at home against their division rivals. First pitch is next. Yu Darvish is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Yu Darvish is what you look at when you're looking for an ace. Big, strong guy, came over from Japan, 95 to 97 miles an hour, all the way back from Tommy John surgery. Has the curveball, the changeup, and the slider. Will throw any pitch at any count. One of the top pitchers in the game, and you'll know early. If he's seeing a lot of swings and misses and strikeouts, it's going to be a long day for those guys swinging the bats.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Darvish has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact.
Yeah, Matt, and that's not an easy thing to do. I think one of the reasons is he changes speeds really well, and he throws both sides of the plate. One of the keys to missing the barrels, you have to be able to throw inside and throw outside, and he's about as good as it gets in baseball at missing barrels.
Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup is an interesting case study. Because if you're not a big believer in batting average, this team, they're in the bottom third of batting average, so they have to do it a little bit differently. They have to move traffic and drive the baseball out of the ballpark and into the gaps. We've seen that be successful before. Let's see if it happens again today.
First pitch on its way. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Baez ranging to his right, and quickly there are 2 away.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 23.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. He's set, and the pitch. There's a swing and a high pop-up. And Baez will put this one away to retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals nothing. Cubs coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Jack Flaherty gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
Here's George Springer. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
George Springer.
Here's the first pitch to him. Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. How do they go about taking down their division rival, Mark DeRosa?
Well, Matty, this team can do one thing very well. This lineup leads the league in home runs, and that's why people pay the price of admission. They want to see the long ball. Everybody loves home runs, and it's exactly what this lineup gives you. They get count leverage 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Don't look for that base hit the other way. They are trying to turn and burn.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that misses for ball one. Dan Dero, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this isn't the greatest way to finish off a week. And Dero, one thing they'd love to do is win this Sunday finale and get out of here avoiding the sweep.
Yeah, Dan, it's been a tough start to the weekend without question, but maybe if they steal this one Sunday, get a little reprieve, get the media off their back.
So 1-1. The bouncer to the left side. Longoria's there. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. The next Cub up, Gary Sanchez. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently 3rd in the National League in that category. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Missed with a slider. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Carlson sprinting after it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We are still scoreless. Now batting, Jose Martinez. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
First baseman, Jose Martinez.
He's set. Here it comes. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Today's contest is of course the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
And you can see why this team is in first place in the division. A solid ball club with good hitting and good pitching, and it's always key when you're playing interdivision squads.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
It's not easy to hit home runs with this day and age with guys throwing with increased velocity. They were knocking the ball out of the ballpark all day yesterday. They'd like to save a couple of those and use them in this game today.
Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
At the plate, Paul DeYoung. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat. Tough slider down low for a strike. Bases are empty here, nobody out. DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here.
It's funny, that pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit. Why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point. He was able to get a hit.
Stepping into the box, Evan Longoria. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a first pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Line hard, but foul. DeYoung on at first, nobody out. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hard hit ball to second. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Into the box now, Dylan Carlson. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 misses for the second ball.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
A 2-0 pitch on the way. A high fastball is in there. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
Grounded up the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Carson Kelly, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. First and second here with nobody out. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year. And with it, the Cardinals have increased their lead 4-0.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Carson Kelly, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
This is a situation where you almost have to play mind tricks on yourself if you're out there on the mound. 4 runs have come across already this inning, but now the bases are empty. He's not in danger anymore, so he's just got to tell himself he's doing fine, and he just needs to get this inning over with.
And he fouls this one off. 4 runs here in this half inning. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Chris Bryant down at third base today playing the hot corner. And he's a guy that can move around. The manager can put him in the outfield, but his home is at third base. He's got the arm to get it done, a strong arm. He can go behind the bag and make big-time plays, and nice soft hands.
So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Jack Flaherty, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Way in front of a great slider that time. Now the pitch.
That's a ball.
And he misses with it, 1-1. The 1-1 home. Line toward the alley in left center. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, pretty good swing right there by the pitcher. I know he'll be telling his boys in the dugout to take some hitting lessons from him if he's going to square line drives up all day.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Here's Colton Wong now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Flaherty is off at first with 2 away. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Darvish pauses. Here it is on 2-1. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there, pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. He popped out in his first trip. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Hit the other way out toward right field. Haniger in pursuit. And the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Cubs nothing. So in now for Chicago, Anthony Rizzo, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Here's the first pitch to him. And the changeup is way low that time. Rizzo swings the bat and throws from the left side and stands in at 6'3". He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And it's fouled away. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And let's shine the light on Marcell Ozuna. Another one of those dynamic outfielders that you can't put in a box. Can he play center? Yes. Can he play right? Yes. Left? Yes. Go deep? Absolutely.
Stepping in, Javier Baez, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you could do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. The 0-1 on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
That count 0-2.
Here's a high pop-up. Martinez is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They're down 4-0. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Cloudgate there, a popular tourist destination in Millennium Park.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jose Martinez. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. Oh, 0-2 the count to Jose Martinez.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Here's Darvish on 0-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeJong. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. It's a solo shot here for Paul DeJong. Number 13 for him on the year, as the lead for the Cardinals opens up now to 5-0. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Third baseman, Evan Longoria.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Popped him up. And he'll settle under it, but he can't hold on to it. Oh, boy. One and one, here it comes. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. 1 out, nobody on. On the ground is second for Baez. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and a sigh of relief as Longoria's retired easily for the 2nd out.
The right fielder, number 5, Dylan Carlson.
Digging in the switch hitter, Dylan Carlson. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
This is skied into short left center. On the move is Harper. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. But the Cards add on just a bit, courtesy of this solo home run. We played 2.5. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Cubs nothing. Here's Chris Bryant now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Takes a knee-high fastball. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And there's one away.
And you know, guys, if this bat doesn't break, it's probably a double play ball, but that just wasn't happening here. Good job to make sure of one, though.
Standing in now, Yu Darvish. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Right over the middle, knee high. Chopped weakly to the left. Longoria charging this one, and there are 2 away now.
Center fielder number 4, George.
Digging in to try it again. George Springer. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Line drive to center field. Bader is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Cubs strand 1. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Now at the plate, Carson Kelly, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. A ball and a strike. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch still even at 2-2. Three and two now.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
3-2 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
So here now is the pitcher, Jack Flaherty. A base hit in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a bunt attempt here. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line. All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report, as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Harrison Bader. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. From the stretch. Up around the face. Kelly leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. A 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. As Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. 2 out here and a runner at second. up good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. The 2-2. Popped him up. Story is there. And that's the third out. Cards leave one as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Bryce Harper, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Bryce Harper.
First delivery to him on the way. And that one stayed up a little high. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Misses, ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
In now, Gary Sanchez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit high and deep to right center. Bader is after it. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rizzo. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
The 3-2 pitch. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Here's Javier Baez. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. The 1-0. is a fastball down below the knees. Baez, a native of Puerto Rico. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Cue shot here out towards short. And as it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. One left for the Cubs. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Digging in once again, Marcell Ozuna. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Left fielder number 23, Marcell Ozuna.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard to short. A diving effort here as he gets the glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
First offering on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Ozuna gets his lead at first, nobody out. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. To 1-2 now. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 1-2 is laid off for ball two. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Making him sweat out there. The seventh pitch coming up. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in. Kept his hands inside the baseball and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Mike Montgomery will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Montgomery.
Into the box, called the young. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Montgomery has tossed more than 500 innings at the big league level and has an ERA just under 4. A respectable number that he'd like to improve upon in this one. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. The 1-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Now batting, third baseman, Evan Longoria.
So runners at first and second here with one away. And standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman, Evan Longoria. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off of down and in.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
And treading carefully with Longoria here. It's 3-1 now.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Called strike over the outside corner.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Five runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Oh, and a huge strikeout there, as he certainly does his job out of the pen, and we'll see how they go after the next guy here.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Digging in, Dylan Carlson. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
First pitch on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
The 1-2. This one's down to third. Bryant is up with it. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. Cards strand a couple, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, this is interesting right here. Got him down 0-2. He's been swinging the heck out of the bat. I thought they would pitch around him. He's going to have to button it up a little bit.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It's in there, and the Cubs look to have extra bases on their first hit of the game. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
Digging in, Chris Bryant. He drew a walk his first time up. He's set, and the pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one. Henniger leads off second with nobody out. This is on the ground over to first. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, Hero. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third. Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Popped him up. Martinez moving to his left. 1 out.
Up next,
Albert Almora will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
number 5, Albert Almora.
Base hit, line drive into the corner. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 5-1 ball game. And he's safe.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, taking the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
Here's George Springer. A swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. The 0-1 on its way. And it's 1-1. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. And he misses 2-1.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Hits this one hard the other way. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 5-2 game.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a good curveball at the knees. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Stays alive, still 0-2. Runners are at first and third, one away.
Nope.
And he won't offer it that. Too high, 1-2.
1-2.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Here now the 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here's the 2-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Sanchez. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. The 1-1, a little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Almora at third, Springer at second. Harper is over at first with one away. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher. Fouled away. Kelly might try to make a play on it, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. Payoff pitch home. Hit hard but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too, and here he is again still with the bases loaded.
There's the St. Louis manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll head to the dugout after working just 4 in the third. Not enough to qualify for the victory, as his bullpen will have to go a long way to hang on to the lead. Tyson Ross was called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only one man out. Anthony Rizzo will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now. Here's the first pitch to him. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Three runs already home here. Line drive, base hit. 1 run scored. The relay, and he is in there.
Hey, after being down by 2, getting into the middle of this one, that's a huge base hit right there, D-Row. Big 2 RBI now.
Yeah, down by 2 right there, able to come through for the team, and we probably got an exciting finish on our hands.
Here's Javier Baez as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. No hits to this point.
Hey, great swing right there. I know the ball foul, but he absolutely laced that pitch right there. He's just got to stay back a little bit longer.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Stepping in now, Mitch Haniger, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Haniger is carrying around a batting average in the 320s. That's what you might call potent.
Matty, he's having one of those dream seasons right now. The ability to work the count, the ability to get on base north of 400, and having a great batting average. This guy's certainly one of the best players in the game right now.
A ball and a strike now. Set and the 1-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Three and 1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit it now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
The 3-1 pitch. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Working to keep it tied. Here's the pitch. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Oh, and this nightmare inning continues as they're going to tack on even more here. In to score is the runner from first. Now a 7-5 game.
Usually a hitter would shorten his swing with 2 outs, but not this guy. He puts a big charge into this one and drives in a couple of runs along the way. That can be frustrating as a pitcher when you had a guy on the ropes and you couldn't finish him off, especially when he drives in runs.
Here's Chris Bryant now. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center, Bader moves over, and that retires the side. But a big inning here as they bat around and push 7 runs across the plate to take the lead. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Cubs 7 and the Redbirds 5. Jeff Hoffman takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 35, Jeff Hoffman.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Carson Kelly. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets fouled. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap before.
Matt Carpenter will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 13, Matt Carpenter.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 2 home runs and 8 runs batted in. Here comes the 0-1. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Lofted in the air out to right field. Henniger is there, and he has it for the out. And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball. 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Kelly leads off first with 1 away. And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 on its way. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. A runner on first with 2 away. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Has a look, now the pitch. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. 1 left for the Cardinals. They're down 7-5. Mike Mayers enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 59, Mike Mayers.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story.
For the Cubs, the shortstop, Trevor Story.
Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2. Mayers, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was selected in the 3rd round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
2-2. Count remains 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
The pitcher, number 35.
Jesse Winker will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Jesse Winker.
A fastball right down the middle for a strike. The numbers coming in. He's at 255. 7 homers and 19 driven in. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Center fielder, number 4, George Springer.
Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, George Springer. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Line to the right side. Carlson is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 7-5. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Pedro Strop is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 46, Pedro Strop.
Leading off the inning, Marcell Ozuna, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch on its way, and that misses, ball 1.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Now the 1-0 is outside for a ball. Now the 2-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Strop, a veteran at 35 years of age. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
The 3-1. Now a swing and a miss as he was trying to flick that one the other way, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Full count, here it comes. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Standing in now, Jose Martinez. This is line to left. Harper is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. 1-0 the count. A ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing, though.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hit out towards second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down 2, 7-5. Tyler Lyons gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Tyler Lyons.
Here's Bryce Harper now. In head-to-head action against Tyler Lyons, he's just 1 for 13.
Bryce Harper.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike. Missed with a slider. Lyons, 33 years old. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
In now, Gary Sanchez. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Kelly has a play, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
First baseman number 44.
Digging in and looking for more, Anthony Rizzo. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Here comes the first pitch. Sliders in for a strike. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding his zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Now a check swing. Did he go around? No, says Kenny Jansen. It's ball 1. 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Just got a piece to the right side. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And this is knocked down on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. When we come back, Evan Longoria will start things off. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Cubs 7 and the Redbirds 5. Carl Edwards Jr. has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Carl Edwards Jr.
Striding in once again, Evan Longoria. He will not be seeing the usual suspect close this game out, as he's been given the day off by his manager to get a little rest.
Yeah, he's worked a few days in a row, Matt, so we were told before the game by the skipper he wanted to avoid using him if possible. So that means they will look to close this thing out without him.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. The Cubs are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball, you're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
Oh, and a perfect location there as he catches the corner for strike 2. And more importantly than earning the sweep, these guys have their sights set on winning the division. They're in first place as we speak, so closing out every win down the stretch is going to be huge.
No doubt about it. Fan base is excited. They're all out in full force, coming to the ballpark hoping to witness a sweep, and it looks pretty good at this point.
And Longoria swings and misses. A good pitch there, and he's down on strikes for the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Dylan Carlson. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. Well, this one's been a bit of a head scratcher despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
Drilled to the right side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Now batting, catcher, Carson Kelly.
Into the box, Carson Kelly. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Carlson stands at first with one out. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Springer at the track. That one is out of here. This game is tied. So it's a two-run shot to right center, and we are tied again. Leury Garcia will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 28, Leury Garcia.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this game has the potential to result in a series sweep, but of course with a tie game on our hands, that is no foregone conclusion.
Never easy to sweep. This is one of those teeter-totter games, back and forth as we're tied going into the back end of this game right now. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
Still only one out in the inning. Two balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Misses off the plate.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
3-1. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
3-2.
Sharp ground ball to third. Oh, look at Bryant to first. Hey now.
Great reactions on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make the throw, and of course, he did that too.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader, as he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball one. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Two balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
Well, he's not proving that he can command his breaking ball in the zone right now. And until he does, there's no reason to bite on it.
Two balls and a strike.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
2 out, nobody on. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2. Into right field, that's a base hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Second baseman, number 16, Colton Wong.
Here's Colton Wong now. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's set. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So the Cards do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run dinger. Bottom of the 8th coming up, and we're deadlocked here at 7-7. John Brevia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 60, John Brevia.
Here's Javier Baez, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
First pitch on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 this series.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. One out, nobody on. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Fouled off. You can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Down and away, ball one. Two and one. To short. DeYoung gathers it in. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. This remains a 7-all tie. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Raisel Iglesias will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Number 28, Raisel Iglesias. Now playing third base and batting.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. His lifetime numbers against Iglesias. He's only 2 for 10.
Leading off for the Cardinals, left fielder Marcell.
First delivery to him on the way. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And he lays off for ball one. Iglesias, a former Cincinnati Red. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
2 strikes.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Full count now, 3-2. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Jose Martinez. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. 2-0. Bases are empty, one man out. The 2-1 home. Tapped down the line. That winds up foul for the second strike. Here now the 2-2. Is on a line to left center, and it's going to fall. A base hit. So he'll add one to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Now batting.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on one swing.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. 0-1 the count. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You got to love that as a hitter right there. It doesn't happen much, but when it does, you have to find a way to take advantage of the count.
Now the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
The 3-1 pitch. Full count now, 3-2. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Again, he sends it out of play. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Now batting. Third baseman. Evan
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. His lifetime numbers against Iglesias. He's had some success, 5 for 11. He also has 1 home run. Here's the first pitch. And that one swung on and missed. 0-1.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Behind 0-2 now. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. The relay on to second, but he's in safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Stepping in now, Dylan Carlson. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Cards get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. Last chance coming up here for the Cubs. It's the Cardinals 8 and the Cubs 7. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Hector Rondon enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Batting in the 6th spot, number 30, Hector Rondon. Now playing third base and batting in the 9th spot, number 21.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Now the pitch. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Kelly reaches out and tags him to make it official, and there's 1 away. Now at the plate, number 13. He's ready for his first AB here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. Swings through the slider there. The 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, George Springer will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. The 2-1 home is looked at for ball 3.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
The 3-1. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. So striding in, Bryce Harper. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. From the stretch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Ready with the 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is in off the plate.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Springer, the runner at first with 2 gone. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the 9th, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
A close one, 8-7 is how it finishes today. St. Louis get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. John Brebbia earns the victory in relief in this one, his 7th of the year. Hector Rondon hammers down the save, his 27th of the campaign. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Our final lines for this afternoon. First, for the victory.